And that will be the part where I split the video. Nice. Full round meat doc. So yeah, good 20 though. It's yeah. Be helpful. Cool. Continue. Also, I love how you could use the axe on. I don't know if there's anything over in the ship. On the guy that's on the top floor of the hostel, to take him out, or you could simply wait a minute to follow him and. Oh, that's creepy. That's kind of creepy. Yeah. Follow the guy on the top floor to just stealth kill him and save this for the mini boss. And if you do, well, then you stick him with a harpoon and then he's down. Way easier than when I last fought him, actually. Last time I might have pumped a couple shotgun shells on him, I believe. That was my very first playthrough. Oh, that's not how you do it. My first playthrough, which is the one before this. But yeah. Getting them all confused. You know, the animal box designs in these games. You know what I like to see? I like to see a game with the feel of this shooting. With Resident Evil 4's upgrade, and because you know in this game it's like you encounter an enemy, oh crap,
down there.
You fire 2 bullets off and you're like, well, I'm screwed because that's a lot of ammo I just wasted. And then you get to Resident Evil 4 where you just plop off like 100 bullets to a group of guys that you just can't encounter around the corner, and you're like, oh, alright. I'm still confident in the fact that those cases are there for people who missed the actual gun. Give them extra chance. This is spooky, though. This is ominous. This is a trailer shot. That's something from the trailer right now.
Ruvik. No.
Apologize for any background noises from my chair, my squeaking. It's a very not that comfortable position I'm in. Also, look at these pictures closely. Look at that one right there. That's me. That's David Castellanos. Castellanos? The main character.
Leslie. Oh, thank heavens.
And look, another thing that people complain about, which even I must say is kind of BS. Visible enemy, but look how vamp I am. Go just dominate him and just steal his juice. You, John Carpenter, the Thing face.
Is it over? Are you still out there?
This place is a death trap. Is there anywhere safe at all?
I think that's unlikely.
Yeah, let me look. Yeah, I admit, that was pretty cool. Oh, I think there's someone there.
We must be going this way.
But you're supposed to use like the bottle on the ground, the bottles on the ground, the puddle, to determine where that guy is.
The stairs are gone.
We must be collectively losing our minds.
Losing our minds. Losing our minds. Losing our minds. Losing our minds. Losing our minds.
Oh God. No. Ruvik. It is you.
That's the. No, don't follow. That sounds like an incomplete sentence. It sounds weird. Like Ashley in Resident Evil 4. No, don't come. Like, okay, I won't. Excuse you. Like when you rescue her from the church,
Leslie?
she just throws a piece of wood at you and says, don't come. Like, oh, okay.
Fuck.
Add another word there. It's like, don't come near me. Hey, you guys remember The Shining? It's that day. Anyway, this guy's a habit of waking up in a pool of blood. Well, falling in it. Nope. Maybe a little spoiler for this section. There's actually going to be a little bit of a battle royale
What is going
on,
here?
but there's this bunch of... It's weird. They put a bunch of traps, right, around this area. And then they throw a bunch of enemies at you. They're gonna throw a bunch of enemies at you in a minute. So, like, why throw one obstacle at me that could easily take out the second obstacle you throw at me? Ooh. Oh, okay. That was one of the traps. Like, there's all these traps around, which a normal person would go, oh, okay, I'm gonna go look around the area. Oh, that was a bad idea. A normal person would say, oh, look at that, it's in his arm. Oh, look at that champ, that guy. That's great. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to heal to its basic before I just waste a heal kit. If I waste a heal kit, I'll probably be a little higher than the base health. Yeah. But, yeah, there's all these traps. A normal person would go, oh, okay, I'm gonna go around, explore this area, take out all the traps. And then the fight happens, and then they just have to use all their ammo, because they have all the traps. It's peculiar. But I'm unfamiliar with where all the traps are, since it has been a while. So, oh, there's another one of those. If I find another one, I can use it. Ah, that's the thing I'm looking for. Pull that twice? Yeah. And boom. Got a statue. But it's interesting. The max of the medkit things you can carry are 4. So this is... And there's simultaneously not enough, but too much in the game sometimes. They can go around, like, if you're decent at the game, that's not what I want to do. I want to disable that trap there. If you're decent at the game, you can go around without getting hurt too much, hopefully. And end up not using the health kits, or the health syringes. But then when you come across one, and you're at full health, you think, alright, well, what do I do now? So you're, after a while, and upgrading the healing syringes a few times is actually really helpful. Especially when you upgrade your health. But after a couple times, you're just always on top health with top medkits, if you will. We're almost done, maybe. Scavenging this area, there's nothing up here. It's just not something to talk about. Oh, that was a sweet roll, though, am I right? Ugh. Yeah, it's peculiar. All these traps, all these enemies. It's what else? Oh, it's at least a lot of parts for my gun, my crossbow. Oh man, when I get to there's one part in the game that really screwed me over. I'll talk more about it when a thing happens later, which is directly related to it. But until then, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. It's really annoying. It's the one event I told you about where I wasted all my ammo just to... Oh yeah, I should use the term health syringe because there are health kits. That good old early day DLC pack helped me with the LP. It was a nice pack. Powerful shotgun, extra health, a little bit of extra goo level, which doesn't do too much in the long run, but it really helps out in the first few chapters. Yeah, ooh. Whoa. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. But having a medkit's fantastic. Because when you're super low on health, and you can't have to super low on health, and you want to just say, you know what? Why not? You just pump that health kit in you, and you get max health increase. It's unfortunate though because you can't use it in a big battle. Because when you use it, you do go a little, you do go a little wobbly, as if you just took some hard stuff, which I guess makes sense since it does boost your health. And I'm sure the game could feel a little better little more in depth without that eye, but eh. Also, kudos to the game to just being like, yeah, here's all these enemies, and yeah, you're just here, so have fun. But like with a couple sections, like the beginning section of Resident Evil 4, there's an area not specifically designed for it, but an area that fits well. Unfortunately, a guy is rather blue, as in fast, and just decides to say, screw it, I'm just gonna book it. Oh yeah, the ladder. This is a good area. Usually, oddly enough, enemies will decide to just climb up the ladder, nice, then go up the stairs and jump. Not sure why. Oh, look at Tubby over here. Oh! Taking all my bullets. He's hungry for some iron bullets. Ah, oh, so satisfying. So satisfying when you get a crit like that. For those who don't know, what happened with the fat guy just now, I didn't kill him because I didn't crit. What happened with everyone else, when their head just exploded from one shot, is a crit. Like, oh, yeah, I get hurt. My gun is not strong enough to. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not strong enough to insta kill one of the basic enemies at the moment in the early game. Oh, see, like the other fat guy, because you know, fat guys obviously take more damage because they're fitter. Hey, girl. But the other earlier fat guy, see, she's just said, "Oh, I'm just gonna climb the ladder." The other big guy, yeah, I'm halting your progress, can go up the ladder. The other big guy took 3 shots until the last one either finished him off or I'm pretty sure crit. Because usually big head thing crits. Oh no, I was hoping for that to work. And damn. That's so... like, you don't have to burn the bodies because they don't get back up, because it's not like Resident Evil. But a good strategy is to burn the body when an enemy's over it or near it to just save ammo. But it didn't work. Because reasons. Which is unfortunate. So that's cleared, and now we can finish getting all this goop and get out of here. But I feel like if she was just like just a couple inches, like half a foot, half a foot closer or something, then the enemy would have been lit on fire. But no, and then they try to go to this other one, and you can't do it when you're right next to the enemy, because the enemy will always decide, I'm not going to give you a break, like the Ganados in Resident Evil 4, who may sometimes just give you a second, because they'll just stand there. No, these guys will just be like, you're next to me, I'm going to super attack you hard. Like, I'm not going to bother. Now, there's also flame pools out there, but probably should have tried to use some of those to save some bullets. Bullets are, like, they wanted this game to be survival horror, and it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Because in true survival horror, like, well, I guess Resident Evil 1's a bad example, because it's actually worse than this. But the enemies can sometimes soak up bullets, especially a later enemy type, and you get so few. Like, sending like 7 bad guys at me, make me waste like 20 bullets, and then give me 3, is kind of really cheap way of getting some artificial survival horror in. Now, like if it was 1 or 2 guys and they took like 7 bullets each, then I'd probably be like, alright, maybe I should figure something out. So this is the section where the run speed is useful. Let's go get that goo, right? No. This is Red Queen? I don't know what her name is. I'm gonna call her the Red Queen though. This is also another sucky part. You have to wait for her to get to this door for it to go open to get in here. Which means you can actually get hurt, because by the time she gets up here, yeah. Unless she's programmed to stop for a minute. No. Unless she's programmed to stop for a minute, it's very possible for her to give you some damage in before she gets to you, which sucks. But yeah, these parts you have to run away. You can't defeat her unless you have New Game Plus type weaponry. Now this is the lady I was talking about for later. I'm going to hold that thought for just a minute because... Yep. Right over. So yeah, there's a later mission where you have to go through this kind of labyrinth-like thing. Not really a labyrinth, but this area similar to this, with this little opener. We can kind of like circle around, and there's fire things around, and that's her thing, because the backstory behind the enemy. It's basically Freddy Krueger. He doesn't like fire. Well, I don't think Freddy Krueger is against fire. This character doesn't like fire. This is the moment I was talking about. You need the run to get past this part. If you don't, you're pretty much screwed. I think there's a cutscene. But yeah, there's this thing later where I try to activate a switch. She'll be like 20 feet away, 20, 50 feet away, whatever. Far enough for me to activate the switch. But as soon as I activate it, something triggers in her code where she books it to you. She runs to you. She's thirsty to defeat you. And it sucks. It really, really does. It got to the point where I decided to say, screw this. I'm going to pour everything I have, ammo and gear-wise, into her until she dies and leaves me alone for this one part. And then right after that part, there's a big boss fight, which you needed to kill the guy. And the guy's really tough. So that's not how you do. You don't do survival horror where there's an enemy that kind of just books it to you, and then you have a big boss fight, which you need to kill, and he's really tough, soaking up bullets and stuff. That's not how you do. That's not how you do survival horror. And you have only like a handful of shells around that area. Also, you want to run away from Ruvik, because Ruvik's all powerful, and he will murder you. Look at that! Look at it! Have sauntering, joyful run up the stairs. Oh, look at that! And up here, you just have to wait. You can open the door, can't do anything. Thankfully, he goes away. And this is the coolest part in the entire game, I think. This transition from falling out of that, but it's immediately ruined by this. Stand up, shrug, start to walk, and then it just cuts out. What? Yeah. The falling to rolling, now you see those medals are the New Game Plus. Falling to the roll is really cool transition. But then you get up, walk, and then it just cuts. There's nothing to sustain you. There's no end. There's no satisfaction. There's no conclusion. You're left wanting. Not in a good way, like, ooh, I need to watch another, I need to play another chapter, but as in, like, what is this garbage? Give me something concrete here. But enough of that, you'll find out more about that in Chapter 4, which is, or no, Chapter 5, which is what a lot of people complains about, because there's more of the invisible enemies. Yeah.